Jim Winston from Wine Central Command. And I love wine for its diversity. And sometimes folks are always looking to see, what's the perfect red wine, what's the perfect white wine, and really there's no perfect red wine or perfect white wine. It always depends on circumstances and situations. And there's an amazing diversity to wine. So I have a couple of visual aids here. This is a Crayola box, and it has 8 crayons in it. And you can probably remember that this is what you'd have. You'd have some basic crayons, like here's an orange one, that's very nice. Oh, look at this here. Green, I love green. And many people think of wine in terms of the 8-color crayon box. It's Cabernet, it's Chardonnay, it's Sauvignon Blanc, and so forth and so on. You get the idea. But you don't want to think about wine and the 8-color crayon box. You really want to think about wine and the 64-color crayon box here, like this neat sharpener in the back. I mean, look at all these great colors. And look at this. It has orange in it, and it has all the colors that are in this one is here. So when we think about wine and diversity, yeah, I want folks to realize that there's such an amazing diversity to wine. And even within a category of wine, there is diversity. So here is Pinot Noir. And Pinot Noir is a varietal that has its home port in Burgundy. Red Pinot Noir, red Burgundy. But it's been planted in many different zones across the planet. In 2004, the movie Sideways put a spotlight on Pinot Noir, in particular Pinot Noir coming from Santa Barbara County. And there are different expressions of the varietal depending upon where we look in terms of the terroir, the soils, the climate. And this wine I'm going to show you today here is Domaine de la Motte, and it's from the Languedoc, Roussillon, in the south of France. Now, I mentioned Pinot Noir and red Burgundy because that's sort of the really fancy address for the varietal. But as I mentioned, it grows in other areas as well. And when I think of Pinot Noir, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for layers of flavor. To me, that's the idea of the beauty of the wine, that there's complexity. It doesn't have a great deal of bulk. It has layers of flavor. And certainly at the highest level, in the Côte de Nuit and in the Côte de Beaune, these are not wines you just you drink. You visit them. You savor them. They are complex. They seduce. They mystify. But it doesn't have to be that way. It can be more of a wine that is meant more for the drinking. And that's what this wine is. Beautiful scent. And the difference between modest Pinot Noir that might come from other zones, which, to be quite honest, can taste like Jello water, this wine has wonderful softness, beautiful flavor, clear, dry finish. Now, is this as good as Premier Cru Nuit Saint-Georges? No, it's not. But it's like the crayon box. It's a matter of, why am I opening up the bottle of wine? Why am I enjoying this one? Oh, this is very good. Because sometimes what you want to have is a beautiful wine just to enjoy on its own merit, perhaps, or to enjoy more informally. Now, this is the first time I've had this wine. Boy, that scent is nice. Oh, that's quite good. I can even see this wine being slightly chilled as we pivot into warmer weather, should we ever get it. Well, tonight I'm going to be putting some scallops with bacon on the grill, and this is the type of wine that would be perfect for that. Well, I can imagine amazing charcuterie, 3 or 4 different cheeses, some sausages, a little bit of fruit, a baguette. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. Oh, that's nice. Cheers.